And we're live. Welcome, everybody. My name is Billy Funk, the Extreme Networker. I am joined with my business partner, Ray the Force Dietrich, and
So,
Michael Rutherford. Michael, I know I saw you the other night. And so is that the magical ingredient that has turned you into half the man that you used to be?
So it comes in two formats, baby. A canister and the packets. Look at this. I just got boxes of it. I mean, we got so much product you can't believe it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I remember.
I'm animated. I'm sorry. I'm being animated. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Back in November, I remember the original conversations that you had with us about what was coming, what you guys were working on, and then I was in Miami. It was right around February when Mr. Beal, who'll be joining us soon, gave me a call and told me that things were coming together, that that it was coming out soon. And then I went through my phone yesterday and realized and backtracked, found out that it was April 7th when you and I went to Moonlight Beach together. And just so everybody knows, Michael's got he's got a wife and kids, and so it wasn't like that. We actually he gave me a keto strip, and I peed on a stick, and then he gave me some Keto-Os and mixed it up, drank it. And the next hour we talked, and it was one of the most euphoric conversations of my life. I felt like I was invincible. And then May 19th, you guys opened your doors. Ray and I were one of the first people to purchase product, and over the last 3.5 months, we got off track, and we started seeing Pruvit everywhere, online. People started talking about it offline. We were like, wow, we had no idea that you guys were crushing it the way that you are. So maybe you could fill everybody in about what we're talking about, Mr. Rutherford, and how many pounds that you've lost, how you feel on the product. Because and while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and mix me up some keto myself right now. It's nice having the product.
I know. When you have the product, it helps. But I'm trying to do this while talking to you. We'll see how easy it is. I have an 8-month-old. She's asleep in the other room. So I'm in my bedroom doing the Hangout. So it's not that easy to mix this, but I'm going to do it while we talk.
Here's one of the things that I want everybody to know. I have never seen a product that actually absorbs so well. I mean, I don't have a shaker or anything like that. If you look, you can see the consistency, and literally a matter of seconds, it's completely mixed in with water. You pour a little bit more water in there, and there you have it. You got yourself a nice little keto drink. And
same with me.
I'm feeling left out. I just took mine like 2 hours ago, but I have some because there's some at my house.
These canisters come in. There's 30 scoops in a canister. If you can see it, it says Pure Therapeutic Ketones, and everybody's a little different. I got some powder all over me. I got to make sure I don't leave this in here. Pure Therapeutic Ketones. Some people know what ketones or ketosis is or are. Some people have no idea. But the cool thing is there's only 2 ways to get ketones. One of them is to starve yourself. Strap yourself to a tree in your backyard, drink water every day, but don't eat any food. And in about 3 or 4 days, you'll be in ketosis. So if you've ever watched Naked and Afraid or anything with Bear Grylls, because he's insane, or if you've watched Survivor or Castaway or ever heard of a story of somebody not eating for days and days or weeks and weeks and they didn't die, that's because their body eats their own body fat. Your body starts eating itself as a way to not die. It's a defense mechanism that our bodies natively are built to stay alive. So you can eat glucose or ketones, or your body will burn glucose and ketones. That's it. But the 2 ways to do it is through diet and starvation, which is either like an Atkins-style high-fat, low-carb diet, or starvation, and the other of which is to ingest them, literally take them. I've seen people take a spoon and eat this like it was a pixie stick. And I'm like, dude. I've seen other people just mix it with water. I've seen people put it in their coffee. I've seen people put it, in smoothies and all kinds of other things. Just eat it like oatmeal. I mean, just whatever, man. It tastes like an orange creamsicle. So the two ways to get ketones in your system or to be in ketosis, which is just a heightened level of ketones, is to starve or brutally diet to where your body will naturally produce ketones in the liver, which again is because of the absence of glucose. The second is this bad dog, which is to just take the product. It's $3 or $4 a day. It tastes like a creamsicle, and it'll put a therapeutic doses of ketones in your body. It takes 20, 30 minutes, and we can prove it to you. In other words, you can take a urinalysis test, which is you just go take a whiz on a keto strip. I have some of those suckers too. You just go take a pee on one of these, and within 60 minutes of taking the product, it'll change from negative to positive, which means the presence of ketones. And if some of you know what I'm talking about, this is one way to measure them. You can actually do a blood test, like a finger prick blood test, and have biological DNA proof. You've got ketones coursing through your darn body, fueling your brain, protecting your brain, relaxing the brain, giving you energy, mental clarity. And for me, I've lost almost 50 pounds because ketones are better than glucose. I could talk for days, Billy. I'm sorry.
No, that's amazing, brother. So you've lost you've lost almost 50 pounds.
Yeah, I have a 20-pound child in the other room, so I've lost 2.5 kids worth of body fat on this.
But that brings up an interesting point, Michael. I mean, the big conversation that people think it is weight loss, right? But it's more than just weight loss, isn't it?
So before you do that, I want to share my screen really quick, just so everybody knows what Mr.
You
Rutherford.
got a picture, don't you?
That's what I was gonna have Mike do post before
You
that.
criminal.
All right. So check this out. That's what Mike looked like when he was 217. Okay, and now he's 176. Or what are you down to now, Mike?
171, sir.
Wow.
You better give me those last 5 pounds.
That's right.
Those are the hard ones.
Oh man, no, you're right. You're right, and the thing about it is, and Ray, I know what you were getting ready to say. As soon as you started asking it, is everybody wants to kind of marginalize the product and make it a weight loss product. Have I lost a lot of weight? Of course, everybody kind of loses some weight on the product. But the reason it's so good for weight loss or weight management or body recomposition or fat loss is real simple. To me, ketones are the opposite of carbs and sugar, and the whole thing about pure therapeutic ketones is that's the story. It doesn't say weight loss on here. It doesn't say weight loss supplement. It doesn't say body fat supplement. It doesn't say anti-inflammatory product. It doesn't say mental clarity product. It doesn't say takes your headaches away, or it doesn't say makes your hot flashes stop coming. It doesn't say any of those things. Pure therapeutic ketones is what it says, because ketones are an unbelievably versatile tool for the human body and a fuel source for the human body. And one thing that's so cool is most people have never experienced ketosis or ketones because of the Western diet. Your ancestors, the dudes that built the pyramids, Jesus' buddies, any of the paleo man way back in the day, they had to kill something or find something or hunt and gather in order to have food. So when there was food, they scarfed it. And then there wasn't any, they ate their own body for fuel. Today, no one watching this has gone 4 or 5 hours without some food. Chances are full of carbs and sugars. So the product, for me, immediately curbed my cravings for carbs and sugars. It gave me fuel and energy so I didn't have to go eat all the time. Half the people that are going to see this or are watching now or who you know, they fill their gasoline tank in their car when the gas light comes on. They fill the gasoline tank in their body whenever they see a dang restaurant. Doesn't make any sense. The human body doesn't have a gas light on it. I mean, it does. It kicks into ketosis. It's awesome. But most people's bodies alert them constantly. Ooh, chocolate, sugar, Starbucks, Cold Stone, Jamba Juice. Oh, couple of M&Ms at the bank. Ooh, lollipop at the other bank. I mean, there's stuff everywhere. We're bombarded with carbs and sugars. So we're in this constant yo-yo state of looking for food, even though you're not hungry. And your car and your gas tank won't let you overflow it. There's a top-off switch on the gas pump. You can never overfill your gas tank. It won't work. But the human body doesn't work that way. You can fill that bad dog up all day long. And the problem with glucose is you don't excrete it like you do ketones. If you take a bunch of this, your body won't use more of it than it can use. It'll pee it out. Glucose stores it in your body as fat. So the reason this works as a weight loss product is because it'll suppress the appetite, take your cravings away, give you energy. But it's all the other things that ketones do, like protect the brain, reduce stress, reduce, increase mental cognition in your brain. It acts like a windshield wiper. All those kinds of things, to me, are much bigger businesses and much bigger benefits than just losing 10 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying.
Ray's like, oh, you wind him up. He might not stop. See what happens when you drink this stuff? You get all fired up.
No, I love it. I love it. It was crazy. The other night we were sitting by that fireside back in Del Mar, and there was about 25 people all around this fire, and everybody kept going around almost like it was like a table side, sharing their stories. And this person lost 6 pounds. In like a week. This person lost 25 in a month. This person, this happened. And then people started sharing all the other benefits, like the increased energy, the mental clarity that they were having. Just at their whole entire life and gestalt shifting because of what you guys have with this product. I want to say it's a simple product and a simple concept, but it's way more than that. It's way
right.
More. It's easy for somebody that's a nutritionist, somebody that's a holistic practitioner to understand what's going on right now. But at that table, Mike, or at that fire, the majority of people there were not marketers. They were,
right.
were holistic practitioners. They were moms. They were dads. They were engineers. They were teachers. They were fitness coaches. You name it. They were all there. And how much success are people having with sharing this product with people?
It's funny that you asked that. I was just on the telephone with somebody earlier, and she goes, you know what I realized now that I'm in Pruvit and I've been here for 2 weeks? I've never been passionate about anything. She goes, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I've done it without passion. She goes, now I'm passionate about making money, and passionate about helping a single mom not have 4 jobs, and I'm passionate about retiring, and I'm passionate about vacation. She goes, but I've never been actually radically passionate about the product. She goes, most people don't have products they're actually passionate about. So she goes, to a certain degree, you're sort of faking it. You're outside of authenticity. Most people know the product works enough to get me to sell it, but at the end of the day, would you sell it if you didn't get paid? That's the difference. That's sort of the litmus test. Would you buy this if there wasn't a comp plan attached to it? Would you get your mom on the product if you didn't get paid to get your mom on the product? That's the difference. The whole idea behind most products is that that's not the case. Most of the products that are in the marketplace, their business is first and product second. Here, we've been open for 2 or 3 months with no published compensation plan. So everything we've been focused on is attracting the right people, collecting and collaborating stories from people socializing the product, where they're either getting a pack or 3 packs or 5 packs or whatever. And what's so fun about that is the stories just keep pouring in. And you should never have to talk about money. You should never have to talk about systems or recruiting or funnels or websites or brand. You shouldn't have to talk about anything except what's in this bad dog. I get a guy, he goes, shut up and drink. He goes, I won't answer any questions. He goes, I mix them up some keto, I hit them with it, and I just let the product go to town. They're going to drink it, they're going to feel it, and then you can prove it. I like to use my hands a lot. He goes, hit them some product. Don't talk for a half an hour. Let the product go to work in their body. I mean, the ketones are going to get inside your DNA. They don't require insulin to get into the bloodstream. They don't require insulin to get into the skull. So 15, 20, 60 minutes later, you can have them take a test and see that it worked. And because that's the case, the results have been unbelievable. Whether it's somebody losing weight, gaining mental clarity. I have somebody telling me their eyesight's better. Now, I don't think you need to play doctor. I'm not a doctor, and this YouTube channel is certainly not because we're doctors. So don't get into the prescription of different things that this will fix this or that or the other thing. But you don't have to take our word for it, Billy, and I like to use the word evidence. There is evidence, volumes and libraries full of it on Google. Just go to Google and punch in ketones space weight loss, ketones space Alzheimer's, ketones dementia, ketones epilepsy, ketones PTSD, ketones, yeah, the big C word. Any of those topics, ketones are massively popular in those audiences because of the benefits of ketones as a fuel source. The difference is they don't know about this product, because this will give you ketones without the diet. So again, I'm not telling you or making medical claims or anything like that, but go out and just do your research. Go out and get educated on the power of ketones. And Billy, that's why it makes the business easy, because the product is so powerful. People take it. You don't have to say anything to them. They'll feel it. You know why? I'm a props guy. Ketones are better than glucose, and no one you know has any ketones.
That's crazy. But Mike, you answered a really great question the other night from one of my leaders down there. I think she said, is there anybody that came out with this product before you guys?
I like the way you phrased that. No, we're the first in the world. We'll always be the first in the world. We were the first person to get a contract and approved by the University of South Florida, which is where the research is based. We were the first company in the world to formulate a product. We were the first company in the world to have a product for sale in the marketplace. We're the first company in the world to ship $100,000 worth of product, $1 million worth of product, $2 million worth of product. We're the first company in the world, and sorry if I'm drilling this, we've sent 1 million of these bad dogs all over the country, whole bunches of these things. I just keep referencing these props. We have more stories of people on the product than any other person does, even people in their network. I mean, it's pretty exciting. So we've just stayed in our lane. We've kept the story the story. We've delivered product. Right now we can send $100,000 worth of product every single day, which we did yesterday. We did the day before. We did the day before. And, you know, currently up to speed on all orders that have ever been placed. But short answer, yeah, we're the first in the world.
I like the long answer. The long answer was great.
I'm a storyteller. I'm sorry.
No, here's another quick question. So the patent calls for a certain level of MCT oil and a certain level of these BHB salts. Is there any other company that has you know, the exact formula that you guys have and the amount of salts and MCT oil in their product?
No, good question. I'm going to give you the long one on that one too. So there's a product in the marketplace out there that's MCT oil only. Dave Asprey's got it, Bulletproof Coffee guy. No BHB salt. In fact, he's on a podcast with Dr. Dominic D'Agostino talking about, man, I need to get some of those BHB salts. At the moment, he doesn't have anything like what we have. He doesn't have two of them together. A guy named Patrick Arnold, he's got a BHB salt product, doesn't have any MCT in it. There's another company that's got a very diluted, very, I guess, I hate to say the word weak, but very diluted amount of the two major ingredients in that product. They're not shipping anyways, but the people that have had the product, which isn't that many, it's a very diluted number of those two ingredients. Like I'm looking at ours, we've got over 8 grams of BHB and over 12 grams of MCT, which is pretty exciting. You know, one of the images of a product that I've seen sent to me, I think had just over 2 grams of both ingredients combined. So I mean, it's just, you're not really comparing apples to apples, but I just know what's in ours. I don't know what else is on the market, what else will be on the market. And I can tell you that this is right here. It says I've got two packets. This one says version 1.2. This one says version 2.0. So while most companies are trying to figure out how to get one product in the market, we've already iterated ours 3 times. We've made it better. We've made it tastier. We've made it with less sodium. We're tinkering around with different minerals to bond the salts together with. And we're looking at other sources for different types of ketones to go into your system. So we're all about innovation. We're all about being first. We're all about leading this industry of ketone technology. So again, long answer. Sorry.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'd like to ask Mr. Beal a few questions. Mike, you know, you've.
I think Mike was doing great.
I agree. I mean, I could sit here and just listen to Mr. Rutherford talk all day, and I think a lot of our viewers can. But I'd like to hear from you, Mike. You know, you were the one who, you know, you called me, I remember, and Ray back in February, March, letting us know that things were coming together. And the conversation that you were having with me was so interesting that I stepped out of the event that I was at the time just to listen to you talk a little bit further about what was going on. Can you maybe share with everybody your experience with this product, as well as, you know, how rapidly is this duplicating it? How much craziness is going on in the marketplace and on your team right now?
Yeah, definitely. Am I coming in all right?
Yeah, you sound great, man. We appreciate you coming on too, man.
Yeah, yes. Well, I got called by Mike and Brian, the owner of Pruvit, to fly out to California probably last year sometime, probably about 14 months ago. And I had no idea what ketones were, ketosis. I started doing a little bit of research and kind of got on, how you get a nutritional ketosis. But we got out there and everything, and I thought it was a weight loss product, guys. To be honest, I thought it was just a weight loss product. And the more we did research on it and went down that rabbit hole, boy, I mean, it just really opened my mind what ketones can do for you. And, we had a product that could actually put you there within 30 minutes to 60 minutes without the strict dieting or starving yourself. And then, my marketing mind just started going crazy, kind of like, I'm sure, me and Ray are kind of like the same, and you and Rutherford, kind of like the upfront and people person. But my mind as a marketer is like, holy cow, I mean, we're going to have exclusive rights to this, or we're going to have a product that's going to do this unlike anything in the market. So we tried the product out there, and it was amazing. I watched, IBF pro bodybuilders, Tony Freeman and Byron James and Abigail and all of them. They're experts in their field, all right? They're nutritionists. They know what, things do for their body. I watched them come alive. I mean, I literally watched everybody transform in front of my eyes, including myself, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is demonstrable, this is working. I actually feel the product, and normally you don't even know if it's working for you, right? Like you get that maybe a placebo effect, but with this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. So we literally told the company, it's like, hey, send us home with some product, and they're like, well, that was it, that's all you have. I'm like, well, how do we get to feel this way again? And they're like, well, you're going to have to do it the hard way, and it'll make you learn more about the process and of going into nutritional ketosis and learning how to eat right, because that's what we're all about, making you better, right? So that's what Mike and I did. We went home. Sorry for a long answer, guys, but we went home and got ourselves a nutritional ketosis, started educating ourselves on the right foods, what to eat, and just really dug and lived the lifestyle there for a while. It's very hard. It was very hard. So, I can honestly tell you, I couldn't stick with it. It was my lifestyle was hectic, and I know why people fail on diets, because they're tough. So I ended up stopping that when we started taking the product. I really didn't have that much weight to lose, guys. I'm about 6'4", and I weighed around 230 at the time. And I started taking the product and working out a little bit. I dropped almost 20 pounds. Mike's almost 50. But guys, I didn't really think I needed to lose weight, but I started seeing things on my body that started looking better. I started looking more ripped. My body started transforming, like a whole total body transformation, right? And what I like the most, guys, and why I take it is because of the way it makes me feel. You spend a lot of time in front of the computer, like Ray does a lot of systems and stuff as well, but when you work online and you deal with a lot of stuff throughout the day, you need something to really get you through that, where you don't crash and you can deal with it and you can multitask, have the mental clarity, the functioning. And that's what I take it for, because a lot of people are different. We aren't a weight loss product, because once you really understand what ketones are and how wonderful they are for your brain, you would care less if you lost an ounce of fat. You will lose fat. I mean, that's just an awesome benefit from and side effect from being on ketosis is fat loss and weight loss. But yeah, I take it, guys, just to, for my energy levels, to make me, feel good and to get me motivated to do things. Just, like a single mom, a single dad, or the average, person that lives a hectic lifestyle. People are seeing, coming home from work, having enough energy to actually spend time with their children and actually enjoying that time when they never could even experience that before, because they were so tired after work. And we're seeing all these stories of them actually changing their lives with their family and everything, and that's the good feeling that I get out of it, and what we're seeing with the product. So,
right. Well, you look great, bro. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen you, but I mean, you can absolutely tell you look great. And before we go any further, I just want to say how happy I am to be working with you guys again. I mean, you two are our best buddies in marketing, in marketing or out of marketing. I love you guys, and it's awesome to be back together. So. Very happy about that.
Yeah, likewise, man. That's what I was telling Mike and Brian and all that stuff, and when you guys came back, it just feels right. And we can do some amazing things and really help a lot of people. And the sky's the limit, especially when we get going.
I don't think the four of us have ever been all in on something together. There's been 3 out of 4 of us, one time, and 2 out of 4, a couple other times, but for all 4 of us to get together. and to go all in with something. I don't know if it's actually fair to the universe or not, but we're gonna find out. I mean, to have the ability to get the support from a Michael Beal with his online systems and everything that you create with culture online, and to get the offline support, the conference calls, the leadership, of Michael Rutherford, and then you bring in Ray and I's strengths. I mean, it's going to be fun. I've never been more excited about running with two guys ever before. I mean, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, and just wait till we get going. But the simple thing is, guys, I mean, getting back to at hand, all you have to do is just share this product and let it work for you. I mean, people that's never seen success before in our industry, or newbies and people that really aren't marketers are we're seeing that kind of culture coming together, and it's just amazing to me how big we're growing like that with those people that's never been in this industry or had any success. Because
the cool thing, Mike, too.
You simply put the keto in someone's hand and get them to taste it, test it, and try it, and if they like it, you simply show them how to buy it.
Right.
And the good news is if they buy before noon, it'll ship the same day. Not today, it's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, and the next day is a holiday. But they buy it before noon, it'll ship same day. If they buy it afternoon, it'll ship the next morning. How's that?
That's music to my ears is what that is. So maybe we're not completely rolled out, so maybe you can talk kind of where we're at in the rollout phase and where we're headed. For sure.
So one of the really cool things, I like that everybody's drinking some keto. I like it, Billy. Just pound another one, Ray. Yeah. So we've been in a private preview. We didn't do any fly-ins. We didn't do any big kind of hoopla, normal things that we might do, pre-builds, pre-launches. We didn't do anything. We just said, look, I was a part of a project, several of us were, and we put 1.6 million people into an app conversation, and it didn't go. So one of the things we learned there, you always learn more losing 100 grand than you lose making 100 grand. I learned more losing 100 grand than making $1 million. But it's a learning lesson, it's an experience that says you don't have to over-promote stuff, because most times over-promoted things under-deliver. And, I know we can all relate to different things in our life where it was over-promoted, overblown, it's like, this is kind of a letdown. So we didn't want to do that here. We wanted to be way more understated, way more transparent, way more strategic. So we were real specific about who we brought on, when we brought them on, what we said, what we sold, what we showed. So with one product, nothing else, nothing clouding the conversation about ketones and pure therapeutic ketones, one product, one flavor, one price point, one website, an invite process. I mean, we've grown like crazy just in the first 60 days of this private preview. As of a few days ago, just a few days ago, we opened up a public preview to where people can go buy one of these. They can go buy 3 of these. I like props, baby. They can go buy 15 of these, or they can go buy boxes of it. It doesn't matter. We're going to ship it the same day or the next day or the next business day. Doesn't matter. So that process just opened up with our private preview a few days ago. So we're paying commissions every Friday on fast starts. We're paying commissions every month on the residuals of people that build a community. We've been paying commissions for a couple, 2-3 months. We've never missed one. All of that good stuff's great, but we're just getting started. I mean, like Ray said, our website, every other day we're lighting up something different, a new video, a new sequence, a new series, something new in the back office. There's a lot of back offices that are antiquated and awful out there. Ours is one of the best in the world. We got companies coming to us going, hey, build us a back office, fix ours. And ours is smoking. The data in the back office to be able to track and monitor and measure who's in your group, what they did, what they sold, everything's there. So if you said, Michael, what have you done today? I'd go, well, hold on. 112 people enrolled, 97,000 in sales, or whatever the number is. I'm making that up. But
right.
whatever.
Text message every time someone comes in, right?
Yeah, check this out. So I know you can't see it, but I got a text. I'm not reading last names. So since we've been on here, Scott, Gyla, Karen, Brittany, Kelly, Richard have all enrolled. Kathy, Karen, Cheryl, and Terry have enrolled. So you get a text alert on every single person that comes in. If you enrolled them, you get an email alert.
Like that?
There you go.
2:14. So that was about 15 minutes after we started the Hangout.
Bam. So I got that text too. That's pretty exciting. In the back office, it's very robust, both on the front end of the website as a visitor. Listen to this. I can't believe we haven't even gone here. Maybe I'm jumping ahead. Somebody can buy a 3-pack for $15. They can try it. We'll ship it to them for you the same day or the next day, by the way. If they want to be in the business as a promoter, $76. They get half a month worth of these suckers. All they got to do is check a box that says they can be a promoter. Is that what they should do? Do whatever they need to do. Right now, we still have a VIP. Somebody just got enrollment. Mine will come too. Mike's is faster than mine.
No, it was an old one. Just I didn't.
For $350, you get one of these canisters and 45 of these things, and it'll ship on Tuesday or whatever day it is. I don't even know what day it is now. But think about how cool that is. So there's a lot of access. There's a lot of flexibility. It's a simple product. It's only one, and you just take it every day. So I know you got more to share, but to me, that's what makes it so easy. It's just easy to share. It's easy to demonstrate, and it's easy to buy.
You have a decaf version, and you've got a caffeinated version, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. How much do you want? Do you want caffeine in it or not? That's all there is. Then we'll ship it tomorrow.
That's crazy.
I keep talking about that like it's important.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, I mean, you guys have done $4 million in sales, and $4 million in sales orders have actually shipped to customers.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
Is that weird?
We did some 230,000 the other day, and those have all been shipped, and they're already halfway drank.
Wow, that's phenomenal. One of the things that you were saying, Mike, is that you've gone to coffee shops before and been in different scenarios where you were talking to somebody about what this is, and somebody overheard you. You poured it right in front of them, mixed it, came back 40 minutes later, and what normally happens?
Well, like Mike said, they transform right in front of you. You know, like most products in the marketplace, they don't do anything. You know, I got a buddy made $1 million a year in some shake company and never took the shake. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So he was only there to make some money. I got another friend of mine who's like, oh, yeah, man, I can't drink the drink. It just messes up my stomach. And I'm like, but you're still in the business? So here, we have a real product that actually works. People love it. Like if you had product of ours and you put it online and said, hey, I'll sell you this for the same price I bought it for, it wouldn't be online for sale for very long. As soon as somebody sees it, it's gone. I mean, people love this stuff. And because right in front of you as a prospect, you make up a half a pack of this, shake it up and give it to them, it takes 10, 15, 20 minutes, and they're looking at you going, what'd you just give me, dude? And they like it. They get energy, mental clarity. They just physically feel good. I've had people say it's a euphoric sensation, like, what the heck is in this? I can hear birds chirping like never before. And we had a golfer take the product first time ever, half pack, on the second tee box, goes, dude, I could see the course unfolding in front of me. Man, I felt weird. He goes, then by the time I got to the 9th hole and made the turn, normally he's tired and reaching for a Red Bull. Dude, I had unlimited energy. So he goes, I felt mentally clear, but physically energized. How's that possible? Because most products make you mentally clear, chill you out, like smoking a joint or something, forgive the reference. Or other things that you might drink a Red Bull, they give you tons of energy, but they make you dumb because your brain gets all scattery. This does both of them at the same time, mental clarity and physical energy at the same time. So within 20 minutes, the person at a Starbucks goes, Billy, what the heck is in this, and how do I buy some? Which makes it easy to build a business. You don't have to tell them anything. Just mix them one up, tell them shut up and drink. I'll be back in 27 minutes with my iPad to sign you up.
That's awesome.
Hey, Mike, let me say something too. Like what we're experiencing too in the industry, a lot of people are saying before, you know, with some of the products that they've sold in the past, it's like, first thing that I do when I wake up, I can't wait to take Keto-Os. I mean, that's what they think first thing in the morning. How often you guys hear that in our industry? Like, do you think of a product and I got to take that first thing in the morning?
No, it doesn't exist. I mean, I've already, in a short period of time, I've already been able to, I'm a coffee drinker, right? So in the morning I get up and I'm on like 3 cups of coffee to get my day going. I've already cut that down to 1. and the very first thing is the Keto-Os. I'm just getting started on this stuff, so I love it. It's absolutely fantastic.
3 more sign-ups. Cindy and Dolores, it looks like. That's pretty exciting.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Did you guys hear my text?
Turn on the cha-ching, yeah.
Yeah. I turned it off so you guys didn't hear, but I changed my ringtone or text tone to the cash register, so it's kind of cool. Because you're out and about and it goes off, like, what's that? You know, kind of a conversation starter.
You know, just diving into it over the past few days, I mean, I love the notification systems that you guys have created. I love the gamification in the back office that really teaches people and gamifies it, makes it fun to rank advance and shows them exactly, walking them step by step through what they have to do next in order to qualify for that next rank. And something I'd like to talk about really briefly, you know, one of our reps, one of our team members came over just a few days ago with us, and I got a message from him, I think it was 2 nights ago. He said, Billy, I just made over $600. I'm like, oh my God, Eric, that's phenomenal. He said, no, I don't think you understand. I've only sponsored one person. I've made 3 times the amount, okay, that I made in 2 days right now with Pruvit than I made in 3.5 months in another company. Wow. With one person. And I'm not making any complaints. I'm not saying that anybody that's watching this live or watching this on a recording that you're going to come in and make that type of money, because what Eric, he found somebody that shared it with a bunch of people. So I don't know how much action you're going to take. I don't know who you're going to tell or what you're going to do. Remember, if you sit there and do nothing, you're always going to sit there and get nothing. But if you go out there and you take action, you find a Michael Rutherford, you find a Michael Beal or a Ray Dietrich, and you simply share Keto-Os and prove it with them, put the keto in their hand, get them to taste it, test it, and try it. And if they like it, you just show them how to buy it. Watch out. You can make some serious dough with this Keto-Os and prove it.
Hey, would you write that down and send it to me? The taste it, test it, try it. Hello, Laura. Welcome, Laura. And I'll show you how to buy it. I mean, that's really what it is. It's not about selling people. It's about inspiring them with stories and examples and proof, hence the name Prove It. Hello. We can prove it works. And it's all built on evidence. You can't argue with evidence and facts. And there's not a lot of, there's not a lot of people that can stand on a foot or 2 feet and battle proof and evidence. I mean, you can look at the ingredients. You can go Google them. There ain't nothing in there funky, nothing in there weird. It's clean stuff. It's natural. It's nice. Tastes good.
That's awesome.
It's good for you. Hey, and if you can't have fun, you can't. I mean, you ain't going to be on our team for very long. That's for sure.
Well, you know, this has been like a real grassroots thing, which is awesome, and you kind of grew it from scratch, really. But you know, as far as the internet side, the stuff that's coming out and the stuff that just came out this week is incredible. And you know, I was telling someone the other day, I go, yeah, the guy kind of behind doing a lot of this stuff, I paid the guy to try to learn from him. I mean, I study everything he does. I consider him, you know, one of the guys I follow online to learn what I do with systems and marketing and funnels and all that. And the stuff that's coming and the stuff that we have, it's incredible. I mean, I can't wait. I haven't even started to get going on, you know, pushing traffic to these kind of things, but that's going to happen because this stuff is ridiculous. A guy like Michael Beal knows all about that system and what it can do. So I'm sure you're pretty excited about it, Mike.
Oh, definitely, Ray. And you guys definitely came on at the right time, bud. So.
Thanks for warming it up for us, and we appreciate that.
You're welcome, man. Anything for our buddies. So, but yeah, it's gonna be amazing. So you can literally, like the site we have up now on the customer site, it pretty much explains everything. So much data on there, and so many resources that you guys can look through and really get information on what ketones are and ketogenic diets and the foods and all that, guys, because that's really what we're about, to make you better. And one little story, and then I'll kind of bow out here a little bit. But what we're finding a lot, guys, and this comes natural with a lot of people when they're on the product, it consciously makes you aware of what you're eating. All right, that's what we're finding. We don't really have to tell people; they're actually looking and reading the labels. All right, because you feel so good on the product, you actually go another step. And take your health more importantly, and it brings it more to the forefront. All right, people are becoming more conscious about their health, and that's what I love about it, because that's what we're seeing with so many people and everything. So I just had to throw that in there before I forgot.
I love it. I love it. I'm a student just listening to the two of you talk. I mean, it's phenomenal, man. I love everything that we're learning. I love how you guys leave the science, because I think a big elephant in the room with weight loss companies is and weight loss products is what happens after somebody loses weight. You know, if you put them on a 10-day program where, you know, you tell them they're going to lose a pound a day in 10 days and they have only 10 pounds to lose, they lose the 10 pounds, they're scratching their head going, okay, now what? And most people then go, well, I don't need the product anymore because I don't need to lose any more weight. Here I am. I mean, I'm 5'8.5" on a good day, 5'9" on a great day, 164 pounds soaking wet. I don't need to lose any weight. I mean, I'm looking to get back into shape. This product right here, it's not about weight loss for me. It's about mental clarity. It's about the energy that it gives me. It's about the focus that I get. It's about everything else that you don't see inside of a weight loss product or a weight loss company. There's more beyond it. And the great news is, if you are watching this right now, 72% of the population is overweight. More and more people every day are becoming obese. We got the unhealthiest generation, the sickest generation, the fattest generation ever, and we got a major problem out there. This is an incredible, incredible solution for anybody that's looking for it on that side. And if you do come in, you do happen to take the product, you do happen to lose weight, know this, you're going to want to use this, you're going to want to try this, you're going to want to taste it, and you're going to want to drink it on a daily basis. And so are your teams, so are your customers, and so are your people.
Yeah, I mean, I get asked that question. Said, Mike, what if I hit my weight goals? I was like, well, how do you feel on the product, first and foremost? Like, I feel amazing. I was like, well, why would you want to stop feeling amazing then? You know, do you have mental clarity? Do you have the energy levels? Do you love the time that you can spend with your kids and actually play with them? And they're like, yeah, well, I see where you're going with this. So, yeah, you know, that's what we're seeing. And like you're talking about on the other side of weight loss too, Billy, like you work out, you don't need the weight loss or anything from that. It's a great anti-inflammatory. It helps you recover faster if you're working out. It increases your ATP production, so it takes less oxygen to do the same workout. So in essence, you work out the same but get a harder workout in, pretty much. So there's a lot of research and data, and that's all we have to do is just point them to all that, the medical references and all the medical data that's out there. So
I'd like to. Hey, Michael Rutherford, you were saying something about. You know, when somebody takes it, it increases almost like their strength, and you were talking about like the percentages. If somebody's like 30 versus, you know, maybe somebody who's 70, and I don't remember exactly how you framed it or phrased it. You can maybe, you know what I'm talking about?
I do. Dustin said it, but I'll tell you what he said, and Beal chime in too.
Okay.
So, and it was kind of what Beal was just saying about increased ATP production. The product doesn't require insulin to get up into the body, into the cells, into the system. It just goes right to them. I mean, it's pretty powerful stuff. So what's really neat about it is, you know, we've been doing a lot of testing with a lot of elite athletes. I did some videos down at the San Diego Chargers facility the other day with their massage therapist. And we've got a half a dozen players. No, I'm not going to tell you their names, but we will soon when the time's right, when they're giving me the thumbs up and let us come. Think about this. Imagine walking into the Chargers Park, the facility, and say, here, there's some neuroprotection for you. This will protect the skull against concussion, trauma, disease, and all these other things. Like, that's what ketones do. No, I didn't just tell you to go call all the people that you know with brain challenges and make medical claims. I didn't say that. But that's what my the friend of mine who's a massage therapist did. And he walked in, and all of them freaked out. Because guess what? They're all drinking Gatorade. They're all drinking Red Bull. They're all drinking. I mean, what else do you drink to help your muscles recover? What else do you eat to prepare for a game on Sunday? You know, not ketones. You ain't getting ketones. You're getting glucose is what you're getting. And we've already learned in the lesson earlier class that ketones are better than glucose. Woohoo! So what's cool is we were talking about at a high level, these elite athletes are getting an additional 2 to 5% of output from their muscles, their endurance, faster recovery. They're just getting more with putting in less. Now, if you take somebody that's a 60 or 70-year-old lady who literally cannot stand up without assistance, and she can reduce some of the muscle pain, some of the back pain, some of the inflammation, some of the joint pain, some of the physical challenges that she might be faced with, and just the lack of energy, there's an entire generation of people, baby boomers and their parents, who are physically in pain. They're inflamed, and you know what they're doing? They're taking pain pills all day long or drinking wine to try to feel better. And it ain't going to work. It's making it worse. So I'm not sitting here making claims that people ought to do this, that, or the other thing, but I am telling you that there are some unbelievable stories, Billy, that you're referencing of people getting 30, 40, 50% more juice out of their body, more zing in their step, more pump out of their steps. It's awesome. So if you take somebody who's an elite athlete and give them 3 to 5% more bang, that's huge. They might jump higher, run faster, recover faster. I mean, there's some really neat stuff that we're working with ketones and what they do to the human body, muscular system, the human brain, the heart, and cardiovascular systems. I was in a meeting the other day with a guy who's the Anaheim, what are they, the Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks?
Yeah.
Rhonda, what's happening, baby? Welcome. So the Anaheim Ducks, they're concussion specialist, the guy that does all the brain trauma and concussion testing for the Anaheim Ducks, all the collegiate hockey teams in Southern California, and youth hockey teams. He flipped his wig when we told him that we could put ketones in your skull with about 30 to 60 minutes. And his answer to me was, well, why wouldn't every person who's a fighter, Billy, I think you might know some fighters, who's a fighter, who's a trainer, who's a wrestler, who's an athlete, who's a soccer player, headbutting the balls these days, nasty concussions in that business. All these things that have to do with brain trauma, PTSD, concussions, ADD. Oh my goodness, dude. You start talking about the benefits of ketones on the brain, you don't have to listen to anything we say. Turn it off. Go Google ketones and brain. Just see what happens. See what you learn. That's what's exciting. It ain't freaking weight management or weight loss. Did I lose almost 50 pounds? Yeah, dude. But guess what? It's from here up that really matters. That's the big stuff. That's the brain stuff. That's the big money stuff. See, you get me rolling, dude. I'm muting. I'm hanging up.
No, it's great. Just let you go.
Luckily, I've only got a couple drinks left. I might just mix up another one. Because you know why? I got the product.
That's right. Can you show us?
I could drink 100 and still have more for my whole neighborhood.
Can you show us how much product you have on hand right now? One more time.
My wife will be mad at me, but I'm literally in my bed. My baby's in the other room. I know she's awake now, but if I go in there, she'll lose her mind. I hope I'm not being rude. I'm having fun. I hope you know that.
Yeah, no, we're just kidding.
There's maybe 200 of them here. There's 30 of them here, and I got 6 canisters in the other room, and I got 400 more servings in the mail that'll be here Tuesday or Wednesday. But that's just my personal stash.
No, it's all good. I mean, it's really refreshing to know that you have product. I mean, we have product. Our people that have ordered, have either gotten their product or the product's on the way. All the shipments that went through by noon yesterday were out the same day. When every business day that you guys are up and running in the manufacturing, everything that happened from noon to up to noon the day before. It all goes out, that day or the next day. I mean, it's refreshing. It's cool. We love how transparent, how open you guys are, and the marketing behind Pruvit is, I mean, it's nothing short of phenomenal. I mean, when we were a little bit off track and we weren't looking at what you guys were doing, because part of me knew that if I looked at what you were doing, I would be extremely envious because I saw what you guys were creating in the beginning, and I could only imagine what you had now. And when we started looking again, I was like, oh man. We need to go. This is it. Let's roll, because Mike and Mike have got it going on. Pruvit it's not the best choice. It's more than that. It's the best choice. It's the right choice. It's the only choice. It's the right move. It's the best move. It's the only move. And that's what Ray and I have decided, and we're moving all in with Mike and Mike. If somebody referred you this video, ask them, how do I get my hands on this? These Keto-Os products. The cool thing is there's a sample sending system. You can try 3 days worth of product for like $15. It's phenomenal. So if you're working with somebody on our team, you're gonna get the full support of Ray, myself, and also Mike and Mike. So I don't believe that there's 4 other marketers that have got unique and skill sets and strengths like we do, and we're about to do something I think really, really special. I believe we're going to impact not only the United States, but North America, and then every continent on the globe, because this product works. You have tons of it. You get an unlimited supply of salt, and we're about to go spread this message around to everybody. Now, I'll pass it to you, Ray, if you guys want to say any closing thoughts.
How can you make me follow you, Billy? You always do this to me. Seriously, everything that you said times 10. I mean, very, very happy that we're here. Everything's going great. They put together just a beast of a company, and it's awesome. So definitely take some time to check it out. Get with who got you this video and have that conversation, and just try it, because you can actually get it to try. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I'll say just one last thing and then turn it to Mike. Guys, just be authentic and be very sincere about it, guys, because this product does work and it can literally help somebody. Because I think I'm going to take a page out of Rutherford's book here, and he was telling us.
You got to get emotional. I love it. Go for it.
No, I won't get emotional now. It does get emotional when you hear some of the stories. Tell you that.
Going for it.
But no, you see people with a broken arm or a broken leg, right? You know something's wrong with them, but you can't put a cast around your head, right? You don't know what kind of challenges people have, and this could maybe make something better for them on that day. So just be very genuine, care about people, and let them try it, and you'll grow a successful business that way. Just being very authentic with it. So, Mike, your turn, bud.
I've been goofing off the whole time. I hope some of you that see this, know me, or we'll talk. And Billy and Ray will tell you I'm actually a pretty genuine guy. We've been goofing off. Every time you ask me about inventory, I have to dump it all over me just because that's fun. But in pure seriousness, here's what's cool. I got on the product. I'm down almost 50 pounds. I feel amazing. Mental clarity's off the charts. Point blank, dude. I didn't go to the gym. I walked the neighborhood. I learned how to eat a higher fat, lower carb diet, and I drink this stuff every day. At least once, sometimes twice. Yesterday, twice. My mom's down 15 pounds. My brother's down 15 pounds. I got an aunt who's down, I don't know, 4 or 5 pounds on the product. Guess what? They don't even talk about the weight. My mom's headaches aren't as often as they used to be. Her hot flashes aren't there as much as they used to be. My mom's a professional dog walker in the Del Mar Rancho Santa Fe area. It's hot as Hades outside. My mom's not sweating like she used to when she's walking dogs when she's on keto. She's all busy all day long. You know what? So she just makes sure she pounds keto all day long. She's good to go. Everyone I have around me that I care about's on the product. I've watched some of my best friends in the world get off meds of theirs, lose weight, get energy, save their marriages because they're not jerks anymore. I mean, I got kids who don't yell. I got dudes who don't yell at their kids anymore because they're not mad because they're not fat and sweaty anymore. I mean, it's crazy. I got guys from the military that this is helping their PTSD. Gnarly stuff. So, look, we're having fun. I know we've been at least I've been goofing off and kind of having fun with the inventory and all that good stuff, but Billy set me up, made me talk about it. I'm just kidding. But for serious, though, for reals, have fun with this. Be authentic, like Mike said. You do have 4 guys that we care a whole bunch, and we're ambitious as all get out. I mean, massively ambitious. And you won't find 4 people that will work harder than we will to help you be successful here. If that's personally getting healthy or building a community and generating a personal income, we'll get on both of those at a radical level with you. Just don't promise people income and promise people health or weight loss or anything else, and we'll go be ultra successful. So I'm just happy that you've seen the light, you've crossed over the tracks again, and we can all lock arms and run together. So it's going to be super fun.
Absolutely. No, I'm having a blast right now just listening to you talk, just hanging out with you guys. I mean, like Mike said and Ray said as well, we're just 4 guys that like to have a lot of fun. We like to help people, and we like to work. We like to, to get our hands dirty, our feet wet, and to get all in with something, and to give as much support and systems and value to our team that they'll never, ever, ever want to go anywhere else. That's who we're about. That's what we're all. I mean, if you can't tell that I'm passionate about this industry, about this product, about working with these 3 guys, then you might want to maybe clear out your eyes and maybe get your ears a little bit unclear as well, because this is it. We have something here, full line of product, a simple concept, a maximum solution, and today's the day. I mean, it's like Tony Robbins said, it's in those moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Is this one of those moments? I believe the answer is yes, but only you can make that decision. Get back with your friend, get back with your neighbor, get back with your colleague, your coworker, get back with whoever referred this to you, and tell them 1 or 2 things. You ready to get started, or you have a couple of questions? The cool thing is, the 4 of us, as well as them, we're all about getting your questions answered and giving you as much support and help as possible. So until then, have a great Labor Day weekend, everybody. We'll see everybody on the next Hangout, the next call. Rutherford, I'll see you tomorrow night. Beal, waiting for you to come back to San Diego soon, brother. And Ray, I'll see you on Wednesday.
Don't tempt me. I'm on my way then.
Bye, guys.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Ray.
See y'all.